Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Maida and you're watching Maida Pours. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoy watching acrylic pouring demonstrations. Today I'm going to be doing a rainbow straight cut pour, and I have my canvas on this Lazy Susan that I just got, and we're going to spin it out. We might tilt a little bit too, but we're going to try to spin it out. So I have my paints all mixed up. I'm going to just use them all, and we're doing a dirty pour, so we're going to just dump them in the cup. I have the red. Here, we'll just start pouring them in. So I'm going to start, so I have a tiny little bit of dioxazine purple in there. It's really just leftover paint I decided to put on the bottom, but I'm going to put about half of this Amsterdam white, 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol, and we're just going to go in rainbow order here. We're going to pour in the purple. I'm pouring them from up high to get them to mix in the cup. I don't know, this might be like super muddy. We'll see what happens. Then I'm going to take my primary blue, pour it in there, let it mix in. These are all Liquitex Basics paint. They're all mixed 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol with half a part water. And we're going to pour in the green. This is the light green. Definitely some mixing is happening in the cup. We're going to go cadmium light yellow. Light orange, or orange actually, just cadmium orange. And then the cadmium deep red. Pouring it down in. I'm trying to like pour them into each other, if that makes sense. We'll see if it works out. I'm just going to use the rest of my white. And here's my cup. It is a dirty pour. This is all mixed together in the cup. And we're just going to pour it in the center of the canvas from up high. Spinning the Lazy Susan as I pour. Pouring from up high, definitely mixing together, definitely getting some mud. See what else we get. A little interesting design in the center there. See what we do with that. I'm going to go ahead and pop these bubbles, of which there are many because it's a straight pour and I poured from up high, so there's going to be lots of bubbles to pop with my torch. Definitely getting all right. And we're going to spin it out. I'm liking this area in here. All right, starting to spin off the edges. Pop the bubbles. So many bubbles. Try not to spin it too much because I don't want to come off the canvas too far. I don't want to fly it around my room. It's not the effect I'm going for. Okay, so I'm liking parts of this and I'm not liking other parts so much. I'm not liking the middle. I wasn't careful with the middle. That's my bad. That corner's nice and covered. I like the edges, basically. So. Okay. So I'm gonna just do a little tilting off this side. because I want to stretch this like purpley loveliness out, because it's what I'm really enjoying about the painting. Meanwhile, my center will not be sad if it falls off. Trying to stretch this out as much as I can and just sort of let that part slide off, because I'm not digging it too much. Not digging it. I'm almost tempted. I think I'm going to. So, but I'm liking, so I'm still not liking this part, so I'm going to put what's left in my cup. There's still some. I'm going to go ahead and kind of do that. I'm going to cover that part, and we're going to spin this again, see what happens. And I'm going to just keep sliding this side down, see what happens. I don't know if that really did what I wanted it to. We'll see. I'm still just trying to slide it all off. I just wanted to give it more sort of more paint to slide, so to speak. It's coming, it's going. Because the rest of it, I think, is pretty lovely, actually. So we're just trying to go ahead and get that off as much as possible. I mean, a little bit's fine, it's whatever. It's just an effect, but I didn't like it being like the central focus of the painting whatsoever. Well, we're just letting it, we're just saying ta-ta, ta-ta, goodbye. Oop, I'm totally pouring this on my lazy, that's okay. This lazy Susan was destined to be covered in paint. And its destiny has been fulfilled, because it is definitely getting covered in paint. That's okay. All right, let's see what's happening here. Let that little bit stay. It's interesting. Gonna get these corners covered. Definitely a little muddying in the corner here. Again, that's okay. And I like this. I like what's happening. Definitely got a lot of paint on the canvas. I'm swiping the edges off. I did tape the back of this canvas, and I'm kind of swiping the bottoms messy style with my finger to get any paint off the bottom edges here. So, get that. And there we go. So there's not a lot of red. The red got a little lost, I would say. I mean, you can kind of see it in here, down in this corner, and a little bit up here. And it's sort of maybe peeking out here. I'm gonna go ahead and torch it. Come on, torch. Uh-oh. There we go. It's definitely got a very cloudy kind of, the white is lovely, kind of how it's mixing with those blues and purples. It's a very like subtle rainbow effect, but I actually think this came out quite lovely. I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes, and I'm gonna then bring you in for a close-up. All right, so here it is close-up. You have some rings. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't even know, like an outer space ring, like a close-up or something of like a planetary ring. I wasn't going for selling. I got a little bit here and there, mostly in here. Some interesting looking cells over here, but nothing crazy. But I didn't use any silicone, and I mixed my paints up pretty much identical paints, all at the same density. I wasn't really going for cells, so what did come came, and that's how I'm not mad at it. I think they're very pretty. I like this blue and purple in here, and then we got some yellow and green, and yeah, I think it's lovely. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll see you next time.